Jesus knows the truth. Jesus knows the truth.
Well, we're back. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Not Well. I'm Bobby.
I'm Jim. We have been through the ringer.
We have been through the ringer and back. We've been through the ringer and back, literally.
I mean, I'm surprised I'm alive. I'm at that point where I'm looking back like, how did we do it? How did my body do it?
I mean, I'm looking back and thinking the same thing. Like, how did I do it?
Well, and the thing is, we're middle-aged.
Right.
Some of us are middle-aged, and it's like even more shocking because everyone's like, oh, once you're over 40, you won't be able to even wake up in the morning before 10, and you'll be asleep by... I'm like,
I was up at 7.
this
I was
bitch
drinking.
over here, 7. It was probably like 6:30.
Not me. That was my friends. That was not fucking me.
Because they were like, are you guys ready for breakfast?
And I
I'm
was
like,
like 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
It was like 7. It was
the
literally
moms.
6:58. I was like,
It was all the moms. They're like on a different
breakfast.
schedule.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
they're up too early.
Breakfast.
This is why we don't have kids. Like, I'm not doing breakfast
We just
before
were blacked
7.
out 6 hours
Right.
ago.
I had room service delivered with
Right.
quesadillas and pizza at 1 a.m. and you want breakfast by 7. My body's confused.
Yeah, I honestly don't get it. I don't get it.
So let's tell the people what we were talking about and what kind of happened in the past couple weeks.
So the past couple of weeks, we didn't decide. We planned on going for my birthday, my 40th birthday.
I was like, what did we do?
Shimmer,
Nurmer.
to PV where I forgot my weed gummies. And that really set the tone off.
That set the tone for me. When you told me that day, I was like, you what?
I was like, so I'm going through my bag as I get there. I'm like, where the fuck are these gummies? Because I packed the gummies. Didn't pack them in the bag, but I packed them in the goddamn fucking whatever it was.
Wait, so they were here somewhere?
They were on the bed over there.
So when you got home, they were there?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, they're still there.
Okay.
It's the fact that I didn't throw them in my bag and thought I did, that then I was like panicked.
And you were panicked at the
searching.
airport. You were like, they're in
Oh,
here.
I made it through.
They're in here.
I made it through. I fucking made it through.
Yeah, like
there was literally nothing. When you go through PV Airport, it's like they're looking for fruits and vegetables, not weed.
Right.
Or
fruits.
Whatever. And vegetables. I want to be the other way around.
Yeah.
You're a fruit and I'm
Oh
my God. It's like lay around and stuff. And
I
you're
like that. We're like a vegan's dream.
We're fruits and vegetables. So yeah, so we went to PV and we spent 7 days just blacking out.
7 nights.
7 nights. 8 days, 7 nights. 8 nights, 7 days.
7 nights, 8 days.
No, other way.
Saturday, Sunday, and then that's 2. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
That's nights.
That's 6 plus 2 is 8 days.
Okay. We can bet. Okay, so you
we
count
had
that as a day.
We had a day.
That's a day.
I mean, I wake up at 11 here.
I mean,
when I can.
My body went into full shock that first day because I couldn't find my weed, and then I was like, I'm cold, and I was like in the pool, like freezing cold in the 90-degree humidity.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I thought you were sick, down for the count the whole trip.
I was like, oh my God.
I thought you were sick. You had a blue nose, blue lips.
I had to lay down.
You had sweat, but you were cold.
No.
And you were just also in a Speedo.
When you travel, when I travel personally, I am different than others. I can't just get off the plane and be like, all right.
No.
Like Michael's talking about like flying red eye to Argentina and waking up in the morning and then going for a full day. I can't do it. I can't. I just can't do it.
It's not worth saving the money over.
No, I can't do it. Like, it's just not cool.
Well, in this trip, like, it's great to get places early, but for me, if the flight is taking off before 8 a.m., I'm fucked for that day.
Right.
I'm going to be exhausted.
And then you get like loopy exhausted where
you're like,
yeah.
Where am I?
Yeah.
And I'm like, why am I this tired? I still slept like almost 5.5 hours the night before.
It's just different.
But it's because of the travel.
The travel in the morning is very interesting in the morning.
I can't do mornings. I hate mornings.
See, I kind of like it.
I can do 8 a.m., but I don't want to do 6 a.m.
See, I like the 6 a.m. I like getting there, and then I'm like, oh, it's still early, but
time for a long intermish.
And that's on God, and that's the truth, and that's the tea.
And that's what happened. Your body went into shock to force an intermish on the first day in PV.
I think it might have.
Your body was like, why aren't you napping, bitch?
Well, and then it started storming and like all this shit, and I was like, I don't know what's happening.
No, it was great. It was
you
actually
guys
great.
had so fun that first night too. That's what was really sad for me is that you guys went to like cool little bars. It looked like
yeah,
and it was Saturday night.
It was fun.
Like a little bit.
Yeah, it was cool. That's why it was busy. Season. And the other days are not busy.
It's off season. Well, some of us were busy.
I'm not actually a fan.
Well, I was.
Whoa, girl,
yeah, you were busier than most of the bars.
I was wide open.
DP'd.
I've rekindled my
inner bottom.
Yeah.
We had to bring this up.
I know.
So, like, let's just paint the picture. We went out for the afternoon. We were like, the girls want to go shopping. None of us wanted to shop. So we went to lunch, and we had a nice little long table where God,
It was
9
really
of us could
good.
fit. It was a good place.
was
That's why
so
it was
good.
that's why I picked it.
Like
Like,
the freshness of the
The guacamole and
Yeah.
salsa. They just fucking
so
bring it out and make
good.
it in front of you.
So fucking
there
good.
it is.
You're like, oh,
That's all it is.
freshness.
It won't be that good.
guaranteed. It's like, okay. And they're
So
really
then-
nice, by the way. Like, I know
Yeah.
people think Mexico's like scary, and I was one of those people that was like, oh god.
You should have heard my aunt.
Oh, I know.
Yesterday,
Everybody's like,
she
oh my
wa-
god, be careful. And I'm
Literally,
like,
or 2 days ago, she was like,
Mexico.
Mexico? I was like, Mexico, yeah. I know on Fox News and Trump and everyone talk about how scary Mexico is,
God.
but it's literally not scary. It's
No
actually
offense.
safer than most of the places I've been around
Right.
here.
No offense, I'm going across the border the other way.
Right, literally,
Hopefully,
yeah.
I don't build a wall because I want to go the other way.
Yeah, like, we won't be able to get back in, and that's okay. I would
Yeah,
live
like-
in PV.
I would live in PV.
It's
Actually, I've really
amazing.
thought about it.
Like, it's actually, and it's cheap.
It's cheap as
It's
fuck.
affordable, right?
It's
So you
affordable
can still
if you're
travel
rich.
if you want
Yeah.
to. Yeah, if
And
you're
it
rich,
goes like
is a good
major,
point.
and it goes to LA, it goes to like
Oh, yeah,
Dallas, it goes
directs.
to all these directs, Atlanta. So you can get anywhere you want in the world. Honey, I don't know. It might just be our retirement plan.
I would do
We'll
it.
go work at Montemar, which we need to talk about Montemar.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna get into my inner bottom, but we got a lot to fucking talk about. So the first day, Sunday, after they went out Saturday night, we go to Montemar, which is like a gay pool. It's the only way I can describe it.
I mean, it's ridiculous.
it's like your fantasy.
I couldn't wait for you to see it because, like, when I came back, we went twice, and I like was trying to describe
go
it. And I'm just
back.
like, exactly.
It's like
exactly.
it's like when you go to. Well, it's like for me when I go
Oh.
to camp, but it's hot people. Does that make sense? Like camp, like Buckwood.
Yeah.
It's like camp, but
Wait.
it's hot people. Like the pool party. There's a lot of people around. There's a lot of sexy bodies. There's a lot of men. It's like
You're right.
it's. I mean, it is so.
it is like the
it's-
people are all
They don't-
they're prime.
Oh,
Most of them were. I would say.
I would say
all
about-
5%.
I would say about 80% were
yeah.
fuckable.
Right.
There was still 20 that was definitely not fuckable. And I also thought I was going to get
flower hat.
spiked.
Nope.
Flower hat?
We're not allowed to say that.
Wait, who's
I
the
forgot
flower
you
hat?
tagged those in.
Who's flower?
Guy who had the little flowers and things coming off the hat.
Oh, did he tag us? No, he didn't tag us.
We were. Oh, he didn't tag us, but we were just in
No,
the video.
yeah, no.
Okay, so we can.
Yeah, there's a group of ugly gays that came. They're like
They made up about
influencers.
15 of the 20%.
We basically made it onto some influencer's TikTok. Shocker! I know everybody's going to be really shocked, but here we are once again. meeting-
Once again, almost famous.
we didn't even really know we were being filmed. So
we didn't, but we looked good.
We looked really good in every
We looked
shot.
good.
Every shot
As
we
you
were
could see our
having
little
fun.
Speedos.
We were getting tan.
Bouncing around.
So we did Montemar. It was really fun. We met some hot guys in Atlanta. It was just a good like
And some
drunken.
of our friends had fun.
Some of
there.
our friends.
Some of our
met
friends got into some.
Some of our friends met some friends.
Nasties.
Yes.
Except now
Except
I know the
for-
owner of. And when I go to New York in October, I'm gonna try to find this puffy-lipped person. Crackhead is
No
a good
offense,
word.
but like
well, it was.
he was
Well, when he says it's a tablet and he doesn't know what's in it,
right. We were like a
I
little
mean,
concerned.
right?
Well, is
It's
he the one that
he's
was like-
maybe it was math.
And
I'm
you're like, was
I'm
it the
like,
one
it
that where he
probably was
I've been
math.
awake for 3 days, and he's like, I just took math, I think, and you were like,
I was
yeah.
like, that makes sense. Yeah,
Like,
I never tried it myself, but
Good for you,
Oh,
champ. It's like
he was like, well, there's also He's like, I took Xanax, Ambien, and none of it. I couldn't fall asleep. It may have been meth. I was like, so you mix
so you
meth
just
with.
take all these drugs.
It's so bad.
I mean, he's like, now that you know you can do cocaine with the drag queens out back, and I'm like, okay, I don't
gonna
do
pass.
cocaine. I'm gonna pass. Like I'm 40.
Right? It's lit. Well, he was too. I mean,
Well, he's there. There's
why I'm like-
there's a big comparison, right? I think 40 is a very key age for.
differentiating.
roads, okay?
Yes.
It's a
Which
fork in
path
the road.
you've chosen. I'm trying to be young forever young,
I'm gonna
and I'm an adult.
Yeah, like I'm gonna go ahead and take the adult road. I'm not gonna
Yep.
go full swing. I'm gonna stay here and like kind of close, but I am not gonna be the ones like you want to do cocaine. No,
literally.
If I'm gonna do cocaine, I'm gonna do it silently off a key, just like
I
Charlie.
went to a rave at 3 a.m. in the basement on Tuesday.
again,
It's like,
I don't care that you do that, but I'm not at 40 bragging about it. Like I'm just
No.
gonna do my thing and go home and be done. If I'm gonna go do drugs, I'm gonna do my thing and go home. Like I don't.
I saw a meme. It was a picture of someone like totally out of place in a classroom, and it was like gays over 30 watching the VMAs trying to figure out who the hell these people are.
Oh, fuck.
And it's so true.
Try to be over 40.
Right. I mean, oh yeah, I didn't even think that doesn't apply anymore.
Right.
But that's what I know. Honestly, a lot of these people were like, "Did you see this video?" And I'm like, "Nope."
Nope.
They're like, "Look
No
at the
clue.
red carpet looks."
No
I'm on Instagram. I'm like,
fucking clue.
I don't even know.
Can we talk about something? I know that we're just jumping all over the place, and that's the way this episode's going to be.
It's the
But
crack.
did you see Chappelle?
Chaperon?
Yeah, did you see her bitch out the photographer?
So
Do we
glad.
feel like she, though,
Deserved.
Right. So I think she's angry though. I'm a little concerned about her anger issues because I think she's just not able to handle the fame, and she's kind of coming off as a bitch
But that's
to me.
the thing for me is I don't think you're supposed to handle it.
Well,
I don't think
again,
it should
right.
exist.
Well, right. Handling
She's
it as being
saying-
fake.
She's like, I want to be an artist. I want to make art, go on stage, do it for you guys. If you love it, great.
If you
Some
don't-
things you're not going to like. That's it. I don't want you to know everything about me. I don't want you to know my address. I don't want you to stalk me. I don't want to give you millions of pictures. Every time I'm walking around and getting a coffee, I don't want to have to hug 50 people because they think I owe them that, even though I don't know them. So, like, to me, it is right. I don't think she's handling it, and she knows she doesn't need to.
Yeah, I think it's
It's
just
like,
weird
fuck
on the
fame.
outside looking in. Like,
Yeah.
it's not how normal, like,
Right,
normal.
the
Their
rest,
publicists being
exactly.
like, girl, keep going. No, bitch.
No, turn over at the corner and look.
Honestly, this
She
is what's
was
gonna
like,
make
no,
her,
fuck you. You shut the fuck up.
You shut the fuck up.
I loved
Not
it.
me, bitch. I was like,
I was like, yes, bitch.
so she gives me a vibe of like, I'd actually be really scared to meet
Like
her.
a witch.
I would never want to meet her. I'd be like, oh, hey. Like, I would never, if I saw her, I'd be so fucking scared because I'd be like, she's one of those girls, though. This is the thing, though. These are the girls.
Love it.
These are going to be, this is my friends. These are the girls that protect you, though. Like, that protect
Yes.
the gays. So,
Right, you're right, actually.
So
about
she's
that.
the one that's
She
gonna-
has that vibe, yeah.
she'd be like, fuck you if
they're
anybody.
like, shut the fuck
Yeah.
up.
It's
And
scary.
then she's
I have
like,
a few girls
all
like
right,
this.
come on.
Right.
She's
let's
kinda
go.
bossy with
right?
you,
A
but,
little
like-
bossy bottom.
Oh, I like that.
So anyway, I just wanted to say that because I felt like it was a very aggressive VMAs and situation.
And that came off of Gays Over 30 not knowing anything, and that came off of your forking thing. So you were talking about
so
you're
Forking
going
the
to be an
Road,
adult.
and that came off of Rise from New York. And
So
that's
Montemar.
doing-
Okay, we got back to Montemar.
Okay,
so
we're
I was
back.
like, why are we... Okay.
And then, so we're leaving Montemar, and all of a sudden, guest comes on from Charlie XCX and Billie Eilish. I couldn't speak English for like 1 second, and I was like,
I kind of panicked.
I was being a
like,
total like.
yeah, you were
I was like living my dream, and I'm like,
and then those DJs you were flirting with the whole week.
oh yeah, I
You're like,
forgot.
these twin DJs.
One of the twins wanted to fuck me, and I was back.
Honestly,
I
it was. Yeah, I was like, it was
Oh.
the perfect time.
Well, I
because
didn't.
you hadn't
So
fully
when
flowered yet.
when I came out of the bathroom, he was standing there DJing, obviously,
yeah.
and he looked at me and he smiled really big, and he goes, and I was like, hey, and then I was like, oh, he's not. He's probably
Oh, I
just waving
didn't
at
know.
everybody.
No,
like
he
that.
doesn't at all. I never even saw his face.
He kind of just did like a, and I was like,
Oh no!
so then I get a message, and it's like, oh,
I want to fuck
you're the
you.
DJ. Wow, okay, and so. That's how we started the week,
That's
basically. So I was
fun.
like, "Oh my god, this is
So
gonna be the
that
best
was
week of my
the
life."
tiptoe around your hole, like tiptoe.
That's when
little
the hole
tap,
started
tap,
getting a little.
tap, tap,
The
tap,
hole started to like open just slightly. You know what I mean? Like it's just like, ooh, okay.
tap. Okay.
So then Monday comes around. We decide we want to go out Monday after we drink all day, and it's literally a monsoon. Like I'm talking like
I
I'm
forgot this
talking
day.
2 inches of rain. And I'm
2
like,
inches.
2 inches.
Girl, I put my foot in it.
Girl,
It was like
We're trying to make
just
fun
going
happen.
going down the street. And when I was there in May, people told me that, and I did not believe
Yeah.
them. They were like, sometimes this street is like a river. And Matt and I were like, what do you mean a river?
It's drier than a bone
She's like,
here.
no, there's like water
Yeah.
just flowing down. I'm
I mean,
like,
it was-
what?
Everywhere, and I was like, "This is." I was like, "Do
You were
they have
concerned.
drainage here, or is it all just going to the ocean?"
I think
like,
it just
what?
goes to the
Oh, I think it
ocean.
goes too.
Which
When you took off, did
means-
you see the ocean? You're like,
the brown part?
oh, yeah. I mean, it's from the river.
It's just the
but-
clay from the river, but
but
it
it could
makes you
be-
think it's not. It makes it
Yeah.
looks like shit.
Who's up the river?
Yeah.
That's my question. Who's up the river?
I told Matt that as our plane took off.
Yeah,
I was like, look
ew.
at that. I said, Matt, it looks a lot wider from up here because from our hotel, it
You
just
could
looked
see
like
a little spot.
sliver.
Yeah,
it
you're
looked
like,
like
oh,
a sliver.
it's the river.
You go above the sliver and you're like, oh
You're
my.
like, oh wow, there's a whole entire
It's-
fucking flood of brown, and you're like,
Oh,
so
fuck.
anyway, what was I going?
So we're
with
going
that?
out. It's raining. We couldn't even.
Raining.
All the bars were like empty. To be
We
honest,
tried to make fun.
Okay, yeah. That
actually
drag
we-
queen one was kind of fun.
We had fun. Like we
La
made it our
Noche.
own. We
I
made it
like
our
La
own
Noche.
thing. Like we went to La Noche. We were gonna go to Spartacus, but then we asked how many people were there,
and he lied.
and he's like
10.
10. I go 10, and he's like, well,
Eight.
8.
And
then
then
I was
Ian
like,
was like, be honest.
It's like literally.
He's
there's
like
probably,
5.
There's probably 5 or 4 people there. So we were like, and
Could
I
be
saw
so.
the people walking around.
yeah,
and
I was like, I know. You always see the couples going around and they pass it and then they go back around.
remember them?
the
They
whole
keep going
loop.
around. I'm
Yeah,
like,
they're just like-
God damn.
I don't know. I'm like, you know where it is. There's a sign. It's
I
not like that
just-
hidden, you know.
I just
not
for
a
me,
flashing billboard,
if I
but-
see what's walking in,
Right.
I'm not just gonna force it. Do you know what I mean? So I
And
was like,
that's the thing about Toronto Steamworks.
right,
Because
which is
there's
why
a
I
bar
wanna go
right
to
across the street and you can
Toronto.
stare
I wanna go to
at all the
Toronto. I wanna go
people.
to Toronto, but it's so expensive to go to Toronto.
I want to go too.
So
But
expensive.
then it's not solo. And then I get yelled at.
Well, we can go a different time.
Yeah, we got to. Oh,
Like,
yeah, that's going to
November.
Montreal even.
I know.
It'll be cold, but like
Do you feel like there's more uncut in Montreal versus Toronto?
Honestly, Toronto is more diverse, so there might be more uncut, is what I felt. Because Montreal, they were cut on those fucking stages.
Well, a lot of the
there was
strippers
like
were.
1 out of 20 maybe, but like
I just
and you
actually
can tell
I'm
as soon
starting
as
to
they
get
turn
over
the
it.
corner at
I'm trying to get over it.
I am too.
Because there's so many hot guys with uncut dicks, and I'm like, why am I so angry at him being uncut? It's not that gross. It's just I'm not used to it. Do you know what I mean?
That's all it is.
It's just I'm not used to it.
Most of our fears are just unfamiliarity.
And you know what's on the other side of fear?
Love.
Happiness.
Oh, wow.
Well, actually, when you're afraid of something, like the other side of fear is success. The other side of fear is your dreams coming true. Like for me, I can't speak out loud. I say I can't. So that's what holds me back in my entire life forever.
I can't speak out loud.
Like I'd be a sales exec now if I could be like, all right, guys, let's take a look at the TPS report.
Because you have all these ideas.
But I'm
if you
so
could just
scared.
like be that guy to talk.
Can't do it.
I could picture you as a straight guy like that.
And maybe I can
but
do
not
that.
as a gay guy.
You know what though? Now that I'm 40, I don't give a fuck. Like,
well, yeah, it's like what's gonna happen? You lose your job.
Wow, okay, so I'm just
You
getting older and
hate your
uglier. Might as well just get up there and talk because nobody gives a fuck anyway. And that's what I'm realizing in life in general. But anyway, we'll get there because this is where then the hole started opening. And by hole, I mean my asshole.
So then we went back from the rainy night because we just gave up.
Was that Tuesday?
Yeah.
No, that was Monday night.
Monday, and then Tuesday the girls came.
Tuesday the girls came. We got fucking blacked out.
Till 1 a.m. on the rooftop, I think.
Yeah, it was just, it was
choices.
I was blacked out.
Yeah,
Full
you
blacked
were.
out. I got frisked with my mouth. Basically, we got drunk that night.
Dead.
And
that's why you blacked out that night, yeah.
And then I decided, guess what? He's back, and he's better than ever. And I got porked twice that night. Which
by your partner,
by
though,
your partner,
but not like
no, but that's a big deal. That's like,
really?
I haven't bottomed in forever. No offense to
7
our
years?
listeners that work with me and have to know that I'm a
total top.
That I'm taking dick.
I know, it is so demure. Like,
I was very demure about it, and Michael said it was the hottest
Slide
sex
it right
he's ever had with me because I was like apparently really into it. I was kind of drunk
because you were blacked out.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, it was fun. I remember it. I
I
remember it, but let's just say there was spit involved, and I'm not sure how I went from not doing that to just fully taking it.
That's amazing, actually. Like that's an
Wait, did I
award.
get fucked 2 days in a row?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So then Wednesday. This is where we were going with the good guacamole, the good place. We all were eating lunch. We went downtown with
Thursday,
some people.
yeah, Thursday.
Was that Thursday or Wednesday?
Thursday.
I thought it was Wednesday.
No, because Thursday. It was Thursday. Then we only had one day after that.
Okay.
The girls wanted to go because we only had the next day, and that was it.
Okay.
So they were like, "Let's go shopping."
Oh yeah,
now.
because Sean was gone.
Friday they had to leave.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So we go downtown shopping. We have maybe like 65 drinks.
At least we stopped at like 2 or 3 bars.
We stopped all over the place. We were like yelling across
I was like,
town.
"Where's the next bar?" And then we go into this little margarita bar next to La Noche.
Oh my god.
And yeah, cash only.
Cash
that type
only.
Of place.
Cash only. We turned the bar into
we really did turn it
Brat.
Like they went
Brat
to the
somewhere.
YouTube computer and just started playing Brat.
Playing Brat, and I was like, so this is what. That's actually what got me like drunk and hyped. I was like, there. Yes, we're taking over Mexico. I look across and Courtney is talking to some daddy-looking guy, and I'm like, okay, he's cute. And he was cute. He was definitely cute.
Yeah,
like,
I think he was cute.
But he was. Like, there's no doubt about it.
I have
Especially-
pictures. Yeah.
Yeah, he was cute. I mean, he was older. So, but I'm older.
Much.
So you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, when I was 20,
You're not 68.
He wasn't 68.
He said he was.
There is no fucking way.
Yeah. That's what was shocking. He's over 60.
I mean, I could see a 62, not 68. If he was 68, honey, well,
Yeah, I mean, he's retired and he's down there.
Is he retired? He didn't retire in my asshole. So then,
yeah, so you have to go to his Airbnb.
Well, so I go flirt with him. I'm like, and I'm sitting there, and then Courtney kind of like fades off, and then Michael comes around. I'm like, this is my partner. All of a sudden, it went from 0 to 60. I'm in a full blackout again, and I was like, well, where's your place?
Literally, we should go to your place.
And he's like, well, I just moved. He's like, it's up the
little
hill.
hike,
like we can go. And I was like, I'm not hiking. And then he's like, well, I do have my other place that's an Airbnb.
Oh my
and I was
God.
like, oh, okay. And I was like, oh God, we're getting murdered.
I knew where it was. It was right off the park.
At this point, I thought we were with the cartel, and I was like, we're about to be just chopped up in this room, and here we are, like, we're horny boys. It's like,
Tacos de Bobby.
Literally. So the three of us go back to his Airbnb, where I proceeded to then, which I never do this, ever, I decided to take on Daddy.
What does that mean? Take on Daddy.
Take him in my
Oh, I thought you meant something else.
No,
Okay.
so we all had like a little threesome going on, and then I was like, me,
Oh, so you were just like making out for a while. Okay.
and like he was blowing me, right? And that's what I'm saying. Like,
That's crazy. Where
so-
did that come from?
it's my new
The
era.
margaritas?
Probably
Tequila.
Oh,
We had tequila all day.
That's what it is.
It is. Like, we literally did, though.
That's what
That
it
day
is.
was
I forgot
a margarita
to
day. We
Oh,
stuck to tequila.
because I've talked to you about tequila before.
I
I've
know,
never
I
drank tequila
never
with you.
experienced.
I've never.
You haven't. We don't do it around here. We won't
It's-
even get one. Like,
It's
oh,
well,
that's
tequila
what's-
Bobby was out because I didn't give a fuck. Like,
Why don't you fuck me?
when I'm in tequila mode, nothing matters. Literally, I'm like, I don't give a fuck what was happening.
Literally.
I do want to make an announcement that we are being safe with our choices. We did take our doxy. We did take our
Not soon enough.
right away, right
Not
away.
Michael.
Yes, he did. He was.
He
sick.
waited till after dinner.
He was sick.
He's like, we waited till after dinner so we
Well,
don't get
72
sick.
hours you have. Anyway, just for your
Stories
educational.
changes.
Also, I just got my STD panel, and I'm free
You
of all
got, I
disease.
love it. You got tested.
Well, I had to for PrEP, which is the other medication I'm on to prevent HIV.
See, he's safe.
I'm being very mature about it. Okay,
I agree.
and maybe that's why I allowed it.
yeah,
because
because it's like whatever.
I'm like I'm
You're-
on PrEP.
You're
like,
prepped and pepped.
prepped and
When you're
pepped and
prepped
ready
and
to
pepped.
fuck. So I did. So Daddy, like, we all had a little moment. We took a little shower. It was nice. He walked us to the corner of the street. We're in our
Sent you off to school.
yeah, gave us kisses, and it was on.
Here's your lunch.
And then I was like, we're going to dinner now.
Literally, you show up at dinner.
Show up,
we
and
were
I'm
all
like, flushed and like I'm like, hey, and I was like, we had.
apparently you don't need lube. No lube, Bobby.
I don't know what.
that's a
I think
scary
it's 'cause I was
nickname.
constipated in Mexico. That's what made
Yeah.
everything great. So then anyway, this unlocked a new era.
Yeah, we are in a new era.
So the new era is that I don't give a fuck. I want it all, and I'm like, this is it though for me, and that's what I'm saying. I think it's like, okay, I'm 40, so now we're going
Yeah.
down the hill. So right now I'm at my fucking peak. Like I've got to do what I got to do right now, and then we'll slowly fade, and then we'll become daddies in PV and fuck other people. It's like a circle of life. Does that make sense?
wow.
Yeah. So,
You have it planned out now. I like this era.
but my new thing is I read about it is taking Imodium
Oh yeah, no, that's legit.
like before I
Like just first like 6 hours before or something.
right. Yeah. Take some Imodium, lock her up, get fucked.
Okay, Polly Pocket.
Thank you. I don't know what's going on. I don't know
Maybe
what's
you're in a
going on.
manic phase.
Probably. I think I'm just like
Oh.
happy because I really did have a great time on the trip, and
Yeah.
I really
Yeah, it was a good
I had a
trip.
little emotional, like not. I just thought about it. I was like, God, I'm so fucking lucky. Do you know what I mean? I'm not trying to be
Oh,
like
yeah.
sappy on the show, but I'm just really lucky.
You had 12 people just having fun.
Right, like it
in
was
another country
so-
for a week.
well,
it was a
well,
blast.
Some of us had more
Bitch.
fun than others. I
Oh,
don't
like,
understand where this is.
You're not lucky enough to keep these nasty hairs off your mic.
Okay. Well, anyway, so
I have some things written down. This is something that I think you brought up at Montemar.
So okay, are we gonna pivot from the trip? Or are we still kind of on that?
No, we just have a few
Okay.
things.
Okay. I didn't know if we were pivoting or not. I was like getting ready.
So this was something you brought up at Montemar called hole fear. Can you tell me what hole fear is? I think because I was wearing a
Wait.
thong and you're like, I have hole fear. Like you can't see holes like in public.
Oh my God. Meanwhile, then I'm like, here's my
But
hole.
then you give your hole.
Maybe that was the unlocking.
Yeah,
mean,
you
I was
had
like,
whole fear, but you gave up the whole fear.
I just don't like thongs. I just can't decide. I'm trying. I'm
What?
trying to be, oh my God. I'm trying to be accepting of them. I know you're a fan now because now this is all you're going to wear. Which I think
That's not true.
I'm not going to lie to you. I'm just going to say this to you as a friend. I think you look better in jock straps. Just me personally.
Oh my God.
It's true.
Why?
The way your ass sits with the jock strap, it gives it more of a pump, if you will.
It's
like
saggy.
not saggy, but just the way it looks is just different. It's just
Okay.
different. This is more like, I just have seen women in thongs. So every time I see your ass, I'm like,
Is it a woman?
Is it a is it a woman? Is it a they them? Like, what is it?
Honey, that's a woman's ass because that's
Mine?
taking dicks left and
Oh,
right
God,
now.
I can't even talk about it. I really can't.
It's like, let's not speak on women's asses.
No, I'm not shaming women's asses or anything, but like, that's just the way that I like. And
You want a man's mutt.
I'd rather have the jock strap. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just me.
I think
preference.
it might be a fetish for you.
But I'm not gonna lie, the thong is coming in, and I'm gonna tell you right
It's
now,
coming back
the straight
in.
guys will end up fucking doing it
Oh,
in 10 years
can
from
you
now.
imagine?
Oh yeah, they're
Can
going
you
to.
imagine how hot
Remember when
that'll
they used to
be?
call fag bags, and now they all have a bag they carry?
Right.
Remember when they used to say short shorts faggots, and now they're all wearing short shorts? It's next. It's coming. Don't
Yeah.
worry. They
is so
just follow.
true.
They follow us 10 years later, and they think they're so trendy about it. It's like, hi,
I know. When I see some of these guys, straight guys
you
dressed
used to
now-
beat me up.
Right.
Well, I never got beat up, but
Oh,
I'm one
yeah.
of the lucky ones. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Okay. So whole
Okay.
fear. So I mean, I guess it's a real thing. I think
You've unlocked it.
I don't want to see.
And on the other side of fear is happiness. You were going to say something different. I knew that wasn't a real saying.
No, it is. It actually
So-
really is. Look it up. Google it. Google it. I'm
Bitch.
telling you.
Now,
I'm telling
bitch.
you. The other side of fear is it's like something like your dreams,
Your
your
happiness.
telling you.
Okay, this was a controversy. Not for us. We
Controversial.
agreed, but we both like innie versus outie belly buttons. I'm sorry. I'm team innie. I think if you don't have an innie,
This is so we're so vain and we come off really bad.
but
Here's the thing that I don't like, okay? And this is gonna be really fucked up. Cause look at me.
I know I can barely do it.
That was me.
Well, on the other side of happiness,
It's
mean
fear.
jokes. Oh, fear. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going backwards.
You're going backwards. When you see like the hernia bump, I just am concerned. It's not even a cosmetic issue. It's more like I'm like, what is
Concerned.
happening? And there's like, a lot of the Audis look like they have a hernia. Is that what it is?
Yes, a lot of people have para-umbilical hernias.
Oh my god.
And it's like your guts pushing out.
right. I'm like, I don't.
It's weird.
And
to
if you
think,
feel them, they're like kind of hard. Yeah, I can't.
stop. I just got a fear.
I feel like. Can I just make a comment though?
Hernia fear.
No, but I feel like it's with a lot of older men
Yeah,
instead of younger guys. Like I haven't really seen any younger guys with an Audi. Think about it.
you're right.
So is it like something that happened in the hospitals, like in the
No,
60s?
it says you stay big for a while. It presses and presses and stretches and stretches, and then
Mine's-
pop goes the bowel.
Great, that's gonna be me next.
You won't get a para-umbilical
No,
hernia.
this whole
And if you do, they just throw a little mesh in there.
vaginal mesh.
I'm not even fucking kidding.
Yes, the belly button situation. It's definitely a thing. It's definitely a real life situation.
Then I wrote Bobby hook up with Grandpa.
Okay, well we already discussed that.
This might be controversial. And it's
Oh no! Oh no!
the way I worded it too.
Oh,
I know
no.
we were in Mexico, but I wrote music in Spanish. Just know.
Wow!
Because you
What
know,
a cunt.
we were like in that one bar, we were playing Brat and all this stuff, and then all of a sudden there would be like one or two songs inserted that's all Spanish, and like one was a ballad,
Yeah,
and it was like
that's-
La neva de Monela.
La
It's like,
Solananita.
we're sitting there drinking like, what? How did we
I'm like,
just
we
go
just
from
turned
Brat
up.
to
Yeah.
this?
Maybe that's on purpose in Mexico. Like they
Yeah.
turn you up to turn you down to turn you back up.
No, it may be their culture.
Like
yeah.
they're like, because you know what I found out.
Yeah.
You know about the asking for your check. They won't give you your check
No,
if you
you
ask
have
for
to.
it.
Yeah, that's real.
Literally, they'll let you sit there all
It's
day long.
at the back or the bottom
Yeah,
of our menu.
yeah.
It said that.
I was like, that's why they never come fucking over here.
yeah,
like,
you
or-
have to be like,
Hey, cheque.
check
That's
la
like
cuenta.
carrot tasting stuff.
Yuzu?
Yuzu? Maybe that's when I burped out. What was that?
I heard a loud beep.
Beep.
Are we getting robbed?
No.
Okay.
Anyway,
Now, that was a great trip,
yes,
but we have to pivot.
we're pivoting. We're fully pivoting.
We've got to pivot to the funniest thing that happened this fucking week. The debate.
Motherfucker.
The fucking debate, and what an absolute disaster that was for Trump.
I mean, I knew she was gonna
I
fucking
know.
do it. I knew she was gonna eat him for lunch. I just fucking knew
It was so funny.
I mean, she was like,
I'm gonna invite you to go to one of his rallies. People leave early.
And he's like, they don't leave
From
early.
boredom.
They don't leave early. I'm like, oh, he's
her
about to.
rallies are fake. They bus them in. That's
I
AI.
know, I'm like,
it's
who-
like, oh, here he goes.
And then when he talks about the dogs, let's talk about dogs
They're
and cats.
eating the
in
cats.
Ohio.
They're eating the dogs.
In Ohio.
They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets.
dogs.
The pets.
And I'm like, okay.
memes that
And
have come out of that.
She looks at him like,
Yeah, like
she goes, are you? Like, I think if we could have had the real Kamala, she'd be like, are you fucking kidding me?
right.
Because at one point she
They
says,
coached her to be like that.
oh,
They're like, you have
she-
to be very professional.
But she also had her little like
Yeah, she
Like,
did
she
a
was
lot
like-
of good moves like this.
Or she'd be like,
That was hilarious.
yeah, I love the when she
Like-
go,
Or just
like I said, to the American people, I like she did
Right.
speak to the cameras. I think she did really great.
she spoke to the camera.
and she almost called him motherfucker.
He spoke to the moderators the whole time. His eyes were down
right.
here.
He never looked up one
I
time at the
was
camera. It's like, hi.
Do you know who you're talking to for this?
And she called it out. She's like, he's all about
Yo, well,
himself.
One thing you won't hear is him talking about you. And then everything he did after that, he was just talking about himself.
Right. He doesn't ever talk about.
It was
Oh,
so.
it's kind of sad. It's sad to me that people then came from that and think that he won the
That-
debate, and
or
there's
that,
people that
yeah,
are
that,
still
or
going to
that
vote for
he
him.
won in 2020, or that Jesus anointed him. These are real things they
Yeah,
think God
okay.
has anointed Trump. I'm
Okay.
like, what?
I don't get it.
It's a
I
different.
think it's very
a
fucking
different
crazy.
reality. Yeah.
I'm not saying being a Republican's the problem. It's this MAGA bullshit. Like, because if you notice, there's like Republicans that are now like
Oh no.
on the
Yeah.
other side being like, we're not associated. Like, it's kind of sad. The whole
Yeah.
party got ransacked by this fucking
Ransacked.
crazy
Because those
person.
ones are like, how do we move on from this unless he
Right.
loses again? We get him away and he's done or dies.
They were
like,
trying to like,
we can't move on.
right. And they're trying to like be like, yeah, that's our party.
Yeah, exactly. Like
And they're all behind the
yeah.
scenes going, God fucking damn it. What are we
These
doing?
Dumbasses. Yeah.
So it's tough for them right now. We need to feel for our Republican
Oh,
friends.
you
Yeah.
have really started a new era.
But I did see something somebody
You're
posted on
bisexual or
Facebook.
bipartisan.
I'm a bisexual bipartisan. I'm not bisexual.
Yeah, not anymore. You're bipositional.
I don't even like to top.
Side.
Yeah,
This is
side to
your
side.
Position.
Back to back
Side
to
to
back
side
to
to
back
side
to
to
you. Yeah, so that was very interesting.
And then,
We've got a lot of things coming up as far as like as far as the presidential debate is concerned.
What the fuck is that? Now I do want to like.
I'm glad you wrote shit down because I don't know if I have anything.
The part where where the
Oh.
debate moderators were like, "Oh, what's your healthcare plan?" Because you've been talking about how you're
Oh.
gonna get rid of Obamacare and like come up with a new plan
Yeah,
for 9.5 years. And then he's like, "I have concepts of a plan."
And they'll be coming out real soon. I'm like,
They were like, after 9 years. Like, what? What a way to phrase it.
I know. And she was like, concepts.
Concepts.
She was like
Yeah.
a gay man up there.
Yeah,
the whole
she
time.
was
She's
like,
like,
concepts.
this queen over here wants
And then
to come for
this
me.
was very
Oh,
gay.
So gay. She was so gay. She's like, I mean, there were times that I actually thought she was going to come unglued. I was like,
Yeah,
oh my God,
I was
she is gonna.
hoping.
When he's called her, when he said, did you hear him like call her a slut, basically? He said, she says she's black.
Oh,
She's not black. She sleeps or she gets around. I know I'm not supposed to say that, but she gets around.
oh my.
Yeah, he said it.
What?
Yes, and it was like a quick little. It was like in between.
I don't
and it's like
remember
her
that at all.
father is a Marxist. She's a Marxist, and it's like,
part.
and she
I
was,
was like-
standing there, and I was like, oh my God, I think she's gonna come unglued. I was like, this is the moment that she's gonna absolutely be like.
But then
"Fuck
she's like,
you."
he's just so crazy.
She's like,
she's
wow,
like, well, we're
are
ready
we
to move
tired
forward.
of the same bull?
Are we
and
tired
it's
of
true.
this
How
stuff?
are we still talking about the same shit? And then my favorite thing of the debate is when we have Trump saying like, my tariffs were so good. You kept them in, but then in the same breath saying, "But you ruined the economy."
Yeah,
and
it's
I'm like, so
your tariffs ruin the economy.
So
I know.
is the economy ruined or your tariffs working? And if they're working, that's great. Then leave your legacy and go away. But like if they're not working, then don't say they're still
fixed
here.
things.
Yeah, it's just like it's all confusing. You had 4 years to do
And
what
he
you're
didn't
saying
even
you're doing.
realize like who pays the tax.
No
like
clue.
we pay the tax.
He has no
he
fucking
acts like
clue.
other countries pay the tariff. They don't pay it. It's the companies here who import the stuff who pay the
Right.
tax, and then we get the cost.
Right, and then
But
weird, it's
we
weird.
pay more for the item. It's not that China pays more. So like,
I wonder if that's why inflation happens.
huh?
Is that weird how
Yeah.
the economy and
And suddenly we are
such
inflation
as
group.
maps and so all of a sudden we are what do they
South
call them?
Carolina.
and such. That's Pam.
It really is.
Pam. Yeah.
That was unhinged.
Very unhinged. Very. That's how I feel.
Very anti-demure.
Very anti-demure. I'm very anti-demure. I'm very
Grateful.
grateful.
We can touch on that.
Am I great? Yeah, I'm grateful. I'm actually really sad.
Let me check. Am I great? Oh,
I have something to say that's sad, but nobody's gonna care, so I'm just gonna say it
because it's
quickly.
the fall.
Oh no, it's brat fall, babe.
Oh,
There ain't no fuck. I hope she comes up with a new color too. I'm ready for like an orange, like a nasty orange or something. You're like,
fuck it.
fuck it, or like
I don't want neon.
I don't either.
Yeah, I don't like neon.
We gotta go. We gotta back
You
to
know,
doll.
I was like, girl,
Girl.
doll fall. What if it was like a pale pink,
Okay, I could do. I
like
could
a
do,
cute little pink?
or like a I could
Oh,
do
a periwinkle.
I could do like a purple
Yes.
with yellow writing. Back to back to
Oh.
back to back to you.
Okay.
The sad news for me is, and it's not a big deal for me at all, really. Well, it doesn't affect me directly, but one of the hockey players got killed, and we were gone. So
That was weird.
a star hockey player who signed in Columbus, and nobody even saw that coming. He wanted to come here to like start his family, and he knew Columbus was close to New Jersey, which is where he's from.
Oh,
He was playing in Calgary. That's where he got drafted. So he
that's
wanted to
way
be
far away.
So he wanted to be like closer to his parents.
Yeah.
He wanted to grow. So he visited here and he loved it because a lot of the ex hockey players stay here because it is a really great hidden
It's
gem.
easy.
He was home for his sister's wedding, and they just did the rehearsal dinner, and him and his brother, who also played hockey or whatever, took bikes back. They're like, "Oh, we're gonna ride back like normal people would do, like
From dinner to their
from
house.
Yeah,
Okay.
and they get struck by a drunk driver, and they are dead on the scene, dead. This is like a huge hockey. They call him Johnny Hockey. Like he's hockey. Like and he also was very little. He was 5'8", 5'9", and he was like really small. And they were like, "You're never gonna make it." And he like was a superstar. Anyway,
Wow, that's
so
shorter
that's
than
been
me.
really
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, so it's been a really. I really didn't realize that. And I know it's sports. I know it's all this shit, but like it kind of
Dead
affected
on
me.
arrival.
Yeah, it affected me though.
Really?
Well, I also watched the funeral. They played
so you
it.
were reaching for it.
I was reaching, and
You
the
were
wife.
like, Kills.
No, the wife.
Johnny.
The wife, what she said, she said in Columbus, and she started crying. She's like, "I wish we could have spent more time with you. You're the best thing ever." Like she's like, because she's gonna move back home to Jersey because
Yeah.
she's from Jersey too.
But she's like, fuck.
But she was like, Columbus was where my babies were born. This is oh, she's pregnant too, by the way, and she just told him a week ago. She's 9 weeks.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's horrifying. If you watch her speech though, she talks about like. It's
Oh, that's so
horrifying.
sad.
It is horrifying. So, anyway, that's something that's been weighing heavy on me. So, not to bring down the mood.
So should we
but
ban alcohol?
We should ban alcohol. Ban it.
That's the only way to.
I think we should
We should
ban.
ban
No
alcohol.
offense. No, I think we need to ban riding bikes on roads.
Well, that is.
And I'm not trying to be a dick.
That is a
but
topic I have been wanting to delve into.
Well, let's open it up.
Because do you know, cyclists are some of the most annoying people you will
Psychotic.
ever meet. Psychotic.
They don't stop.
I got a century coming up. I'm like, what? What is that? It's like 100 miler or something. I'm like, you guys are
God.
just insane.
Can you imagine their taints and their assholes? They're probably raw.
The outfits.
Well,
the
I do
outfits.
like the front,
Oh, well, the tightness of the front.
right?
But think of most of the cyclists you know in real life.
think about
they
if
don't
you
look
were
like
to
that.
Take a whiff of that uniform when it was.
Oh, sick.
Um,
Oh, God.
But I'm talking even just regular cyclists. I'm talking
I know.
like
I don't
we're
want to
gonna-
be going 35 miles per hour and there's like a bike and they swerve because there's a
You
rock. or
don't
something.
know what they're
Like,
doing. It's
you don't
so
know what they're
scary
doing.
to me.
You don't know what they're doing.
So actually, what happened was, so there was a car that was moving over to pass them, so it was giving them room and was going over. Well, the guy, I think it was 2 lanes. I think it was a 2-lane road,
okay.
and the guy over here,
2 lane on both sides.
yeah, so going this
Okay.
way and going that way.
Okay.
So the first car A is in the left lane, like
Okay.
moving around, like just gonna move around.
Okay. Around the
guy
bikes.
that was in the left lane saw the one that was coming over to the left.
car A.
Yeah, car A into left lane. It was slow. Listen,
You're not even using
No.
your own car
it
descriptors.
slowed down, so he then ripped it to the right lane to go around him, and then
Oh,
he smacked
fuck.
him.
Oh,
yeah.
so he hit him head on.
Yeah.
Of course they were dead. That's why I was like, from behind?
No, from behind.
They hit him
No,
from...
so the guy was moving over so that he could get around the bikers, like, and give him plenty of room because he was going to pass them.
Okay.
As he's going into the left lane, he's going slower than the guy that's in the left lane. So he goes over. The guy in the left lane goes, "Fuck this," and scoots
Oh,
over.
it's a-
Didn't see the bikers.
I said 2 lanes on both sides, and you did. So there were 2 lanes on the one side of the yellow line.
I think so, yeah.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
Or he
yeah.
crossed the yellow line.
He was like, I'll go pass him on the right.
Right, I don't
said,
know.
I'll pass him on the right.
It was.
Or he crossed the yellow line.
But this is what I'm saying. These are 2 guys that are not cyclists. They're not wearing their uniforms. They're not wearing
Right.
reflectors. They're just
No.
living their lives. And honestly, it's a summer night. Like, I can see myself.
Oh,
remember
yeah.
we used to take the scooters drunk as shit.
yes,
Like,
yes, we did.
So I'm not saying that,
That's
we don't
why.
make mistakes, but
Some of us should die for that.
no. But I think there needs to be a lot more. I just don't think bikes need to be on the roads. Like, sorry. I don't know what
Is
to
this
do.
just your anti-movement, like persuasion speaking?
I don't know.
Because you don't like biking. I've always tried to get you on a bike, and you're like, I'm not biking. I don't bike.
Okay, first of all, I used to bike when I was a kid.
Well, Till age 7? What does that
No,
mean?
I went. No, I was like a mountain biker.
Oh,
Well,
really?
yeah, for a second, and then I crashed, and I was like so horrified. I crashed so
So
hard.
that's why you don't bike now.
crashed so
I
hard. I crashed so hard. I crashed so hard that like I got up and I was like,
You
"Are
saw-
you okay?" And I
You
was like,
saw God.
I was like shaking. I was like, "Yeah, I'm good. I'm good." We get back to the car. We go back to my house. They drop me off. They're like, "All right, bye." And I was like, "Bye." This is like the dad of one of the good.
Oh,
And I go in the garage and I was like, "Ooh." I mean, it was devastating.
Oh no!
It was. I was going down like
fuck.
rocks, and I got loose. Someone got me loose, and then I was like, and then I panicked, and then I flew. Yeah, I could have been really hurt. There's a couple times in my life I could have been dead. So
that's why you're grateful.
So no, I'm grateful, but also again back to it. Do not go on the fucking road. Like I'm
Bikes
sorry,
off the roads.
off the roads. And then they're like, we're gonna make a bike lane. Okay, well then I need a full fucking I need a full concrete barrier then,
Right,
because
I want a
these
separate
motherfuckers
lane,
are
yeah.
gonna just
They're not lanes. Yeah, if it's not, and that's why we liked Montreal because they had real bike lanes.
right. You have to have the real
with
lanes.
like an actual concrete. Yeah,
Yeah. Even New York has
yeah,
bike
they
lanes.
do that too
like,
now. Yeah, on the big
and
road.
they scare me. I'm more scared of them than the cars. I'm like, oh god, somebody's gonna come out of nowhere
I
and smack me.
am terrified of being hit by a biker.
And they're
More than a car. I've been hit by a car before. It was just my leg in Short North. Just my leg.
you got
literally
hit. Oh,
My right leg. Because I was walking across in front of
When?
Axis. Oh, in like 2014.
no wonder you. I've always noticed you had a little
Well, I think my leg is a little.
wobbly.
Is gimpy allowed to be used anymore?
I don't think that's appropriate, but we're gonna use it. Gimpy, you're a little gimpy.
I don't think that's
Gimpy.
allowed. I don't know.
I don't really give a fuck.
It just sounds like it's on the list, or
it's
like it will
definitely
be.
because he's now handicap capable, handy capable. Like I don't know what to say. I don't give a fuck. I really don't.
I
And
know,
now that I'm
you
in
are
40s,
in a
I
new
don't give a
era.
fuck. I don't give a
Oh,
fuck. I don't
wait.
give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I'm not even gonna fuck.
Is that how you become a Trumper? It's just like slowly you don't give a fuck
Yeah.
about so many things.
Yeah,
and it's
you're
like,
just like,
you know what?
mm.
Fuck it all. The FBI
Fuck the
is
Gimps.
fake. Like you just make conspiracies.
Yeah, that's when you go
They're
way
eating
off
the
of-
cats.
Yeah,
I don't
but this
care.
is
They're
like-
eating the dogs.
When you really look at the facts from that, like the shit that was spit
Yeah,
out from
it's
that,
like,
you're
what?
like, what is he even talking about
Like
half
what
the time?
is he saying?
And Putin.
And we're not in Aurora. We're not in Springfield. Like where are? But that's what I think happens is when you just don't care about everything,
Yeah.
you become that.
So I don't care.
Because you can just say anything and it doesn't matter, but other people will agree with the sentiment. You're just angry, and so they're like, "Yeah,
I'm
he's
angry too.
and
Is
I
it because we
agree."
work our whole lives for nothing?
Right?
Oh, that's another goddamn thing.
Yeah.
New topic. I decided that I was like, you know what? I wonder if I can withdraw from my 401k, which apparently
You can, by the way.
Can you? Because according to my 401k retirement plan, the only way I can do that is if there's a major issue medically, if somebody's dead and I have to bury them. Other than that, you're not allowed to pull it unless you quit, unless your job.
That's crazy.
And I said to myself, I go, wait, so this
your
is my
money.
money, but I can't pull. And the reason is because they got to keep building
Yeah,
I
for
just
them, it's for their company.
cannot.
They're like, we need as
Yeah.
much money to invest as possible
Correct.
for our company. Yeah.
Correct.
That's insane.
So imagine,
oh,
So
my God.
I was like,
because
I was
Matt
arguing
did
with the
that.
guy.
Matt had to do it when
Right,
his
so
house,
when
when he
his-
had to buy a house or
right.
sell a
so
house.
you can.
Yeah,
There's
he
certain
had to pull
instances,
money.
but like I'm thinking to myself, like I want to pull money and I want to put it. I guess maybe I could
do what you want.
You can't do it on a secondary house, so that's not considered an emergency. So, like, if I want to take some of my money and be like, I'm going to invest this not in this stock market anymore. I'm going to go ahead and just put this in a property. Can't do it unless I quit my job. And
Which
I'm like,
is making your quitting your job more
a
and more
lot
appealing.
easier. I'm like,
You're
well,
like, so I get all that with me
because I will
you
pay.
instantly get it
I
all.
will pay the fucking fee. I don't give
Right.
a fuck. Like,
no,
I'm not
Matt did,
retired.
it was better. It made sense.
I'm not like we're not retiring.
We're not retiring anytime.
We're not
Anytime.
retiring
Ever. I don't. Yeah,
We're
that's-
living too long.
Don't you want to
and
retire at 50? I'm like, what?
I want to
I'm
retire.
like, that would be
now.
nice, but no, that's
oh my
not.
God, that's only 10 years for me. I only have 25 more years left in the workforce anyway, so might as well just.
It's not that long.
I'm already
You're
halfway
older
through
than
my
what-
work life.
Yeah, you have left. Like that's easy. You've already done 25 years.
This is where I start panicking.
in life.
This is where I start panicking, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm getting older to where like.
You only have 25 years left where you're in the work. Yeah, and then you're like a retiree waiting
But then
for
I'm
death.
like, and then I'll be like the guy in PV fucking. I'll be like, yeah, bitch. Thank God I was on semaglutide. I'm alive still. Because that's what's keeping me alive.
I don't know where that was a Donald Trump.
No.
I think you're not caring about things. I just don't care about things.
I don't care. I don't give a fuck.
I only care about Penny.
Well, and that was established in New Orleans.
That was like a moment of truth.
It kind of was. And I was
You
like,
were like,
I was so
oh.
mad at you that night. For
Yeah,
something.
you were
you were
so
just such an
mad.
asshole because you were slurring. And I'm like,
Yeah.
do you not care about anybody?
I don't
Yeah.
care about
You're like,
Penny.
you don't care about anybody.
Yep.
What about me?
That's it.
You were
just
like,
Penny.
what about me? It's like, just Penny.
Just Penny.
And you like looked away, and I'm like, and then you're like, lesbian to the waitress who wasn't a lesbian. I mean, she was, but
She looked like she was.
this bitch looked full lesbian. She walks
She
up.
looked like she was at Slammers.
And she was talking about doing parades and
Yeah,
shit. And
I
then,
was like-
and then he's like, well, lesbian. And she's like, oh, I'm not lesbian. And I was like,
We'll take the check.
I was like, well, and this is right after you said, I don't like Penny. So I'm like, oh, he's in a full blackout. He's calling people lesbians. How's he going to get out of this? And he did.
I did.
Kinda. It was still awkward. She was so awkward. It was so bad.
But I did kind of get
But
out
you
of
did
it.
get out of it.
Like,
You're
no
like,
one was
oh,
mad.
It was so bad.
And I was like, you seem cool enough to be one or something.
yeah, you're like, oh, you just gave me the vibe of like not caring because we're gay.
yeah.
And I'm like,
I may have done that.
yeah, you kind of like circled back.
Yeah.
She's like, this is New Orleans, honey.
So if you're mad, that means you're homophobic and we're gay.
Right. So don't
yeah.
do it, honey.
Don't get
do
mad
it.
at me. You look like a lesbian.
Yeah, like, period.
Oh my God, it's
Um,
internalized.
Yeah, this week we are going to see
A
back
show.
to back to back to back.
Yeah.
Are you gonna make it? Because you're gonna be tired. I know you're gonna be really bitchy
I'm
about
gonna,
it.
I'm gonna make it. I have to.
You have to.
I'm a brat.
You don't have to get fucked up.
No.
He's making back to back. I want to meet the bitch. Okay, like I'm so
Creepy.
Julia.
Oh my
She's
God.
so hot to me.
She is kind of.
Like I don't know what it is about her. It's like I think. Well, when you're rich, you don't give a fuck either. So she doesn't give a fuck, and I don't give a fuck now. So I'm like, oh, there's somebody who doesn't give a fuck. Why
She
would I
has
give a
like
fuck?
Hermione hair. I love it.
Her hair's flying
And she's just
everywhere,
like,
and
here I go.
Yep. Good for her. And then with Troye Sivan, that bottom's going to be in town early this week.
Just stop.
I wonder when they are going to get
And
in
then-
town.
We talked all this about Charlie, and then you're like, and then there's Troye Sivan. Next
Which actually
topic.
he called out somebody.
Next
Actually, I wish I
topic.
had my phone. Do you
Well,
wanna-
I was like, do you think anyone's going to be dressed in Troye Sivan colors?
no.
No. What are they even, actually? There are some Troye songs, though, that I really like.
No, I think he's okay. If it wasn't for Brad, I would not be going. I wasn't even going to go. Okay, so let's just talk about that. At the beginning of the summer, I was like, fuck no, I'm not going to that shit.
Right.
I don't even like her. Well, guess what? I like her. I don't like her old shit. I do like the Barbie song.
Who are you talking about?
Charlie XCX.
The Barbie song.
Yeah. Oh my God. You know it.
No, I do know it.
This one.
She my best friend.
Oh, you don't like
At the restaurant.
At the restaurant. That's why I like her. This shit. Okay, so Troye Sivan. So he gets on. So there's a controversy right now on TikTok.
Okay, good.
Wait, I think I turned myself
Did
down.
he get on TikTok Live?
No, but so here, let me just tell the quick story of it, okay? So basically, I guess there's like a website that's like celebrity gossip or something. And there was a gossip like person A who's foreign is about to go on a tour and she should be doing this, and this, and she's not, and she's partying too much, and they're going to pull the plug. And they're like, and then there's there's person number 2 who's also foreign that would rather just go to city to city, and he's happy just to sit on his grinder. So Troye Sivan saw this video and responded, and I really loved his response, to be honest. And there's something he says in there that I really feel like is true. How do I find?
So the tour's not going well?
It hasn't even fucking started. It starts. We're like one of the first shows.
Oh, so none of the kinks will be worked out.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Is just happy to be on the road and hitting grinder at every stop.
Straight people are getting way too comfortable. I released an album. I am touring the album with Charlie XCX. We are playing 22 shows across the country that are 95% sold out, by the way. The only city that we're flopping in is Nashville, and it's at 78%. But to say that I am touring the country to go on Grindr at every stop, like, that's genuinely homophobic. It's like a stereotype. Don't sex shame me. First of all, I don't need to travel the country to get laid. I can get laid wherever I want. I can get laid in LA. I'm going on tour because I released an album, and because people are buying tickets to come to see the show. So, fuck you. Also, this is not bad, this is just like a general note.
Wow.
If you say twink where you meant to say faggot, that's still a slur. That's like our word. I don't think straight people should be using that.
Is just happy.
Oh,
to be
wow. I didn't know he was so
It
intelligent.
hits so hard. I was
He's
like,
very-
girl, he can fuck.
Wow.
Isn't he like a femtop? I heard that.
Don't ruin all my dreams. He had that Bloom song where he's bottoming, though.
I think he's a femtop.
No, don't do it.
Another femtop in the world.
And then what's
Well,
that? And then what is that like guy who Shawn Mendes is the bottom?
Like, listen, Shawn Mendes looks different. Did you see him?
No.
He looks so old now.
Oh really?
Yeah, he
That's
I was
sad.
like, I
What
didn't
is
even.
it? The Ozempic?
He never had to do Ozempic. He was always.
I know he was always kind of skinny, but I think he's the bottom for Troye Sivan.
Well, and
That's what
hopefully
I
he
was
is.
saying.
But what Troy was saying is kind of true. And no offense to our
That's a good
straight.
summary.
No, but like, he's just a little twink, and I'm like,
Yeah, I know. It's like when they
but you're a fucking straight wife that has 4 kids. Why are you calling him a twink on Grindr?
and why would you suggest that he is going around just to get on Grindr?
And why would that matter? Is what his
well,
basic.
also it's like if he wants to, yeah.
He's
he
like,
can fly
I don't
city
have to
city
get
and-
late. Yeah,
Yeah, like,
I'm
okay.
about to go on a sexcation.
Oh, you are. You're kind of a whore.
It's happening, and that's okay.
You're a twink. Do you know what I
I'm
mean?
a little twink now, so I lost all this weight. Now I'm a whore.
I think that's. Well, it was hiding within you all along.
Well, no,
it just
I
needed
just
to
have
chisel
confidence
away.
now.
Chisel
The
away.
difference is confidence. Period. Oh, this is the shirt I got in PV.
I thought so. I liked that.
Wreck my hole.
That's where that cute Chihuahua was.
It was the nicest chihuahua we've ever met.
The only nice Chihuahua.
Do you have anything else you want to say? Any announcements? Any? I'm sure everyone's glad we're back. You're welcome.
So glad we could do this for you.
Yeah, like we're sacrificing our lives. We've been so busy.
There goes an hour.
Great. Okay.
It's just hard to live these days.
It is. I'm ready to sell it all and just get. Again, I've been saying this, but it might actually happen now that I'm 40. Sell it all, bitch. Let's go to
Sell it all.
Sell it all and get a tour van and goodbye.
Sell it all, bitch.
Call me Troye Sivan. I'm gonna be a twink in every stop. I'm gonna get my own bus, bitch. I'm gonna go on tour with them.
Just to get
Can
fucked.
you fucking imagine?
Just to get
If I
fucked.
go, I'm on tour with Charlie, and I'm not though, but I'm still going to every fucking stop with my bus and parking as close as I can to them.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
Can you talk about a new low? Can you talk about brat? How brat is that?
That's brat. Stalking
That's
is
fucking
brat. Stalking is brat.
Brat as fuck.
I'm just a creepy stalker.
Hi, I'm just following you on tour because I'm gonna go on Grindr.
I'm on tour. Actually, like, when does Troy catch on to? He's like, this guy's on every
like,
grinder I go on.
God, and he keeps
Is he
liking
going
me.
to everywhere?
And I'm like, fire.
That's how he
Hey.
realizes you're a stalker. He's
I'm
like,
gonna get busted. I mean, this has been another episode. I don't know.
Yeah.
Call us 614-721-5336. I don't even know if
I didn't surprise you know that number.
I know. I know. What actually what's scary to me is that whenever I'm at work and I'm saying, okay, our number is 61. Well, I don't even know my number at work anymore. 614-527. Blah blah blah. But I'll be like, I get them confused all the time. Is basically what I'm saying. So
Give us a call at 614-721-5336.
It's because we made it mnemonic. Is that what
Yeah.
it's called? Like da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Period.
Okay.
Live your life.
Live your life. Love is love. That's a phrase I keep using this week. I just feel like it's so true in my heart. Love is love.
And remember, on the other side of fear,
Is happiness.
is it though?
Yeah, I like that. We have unhinged catchphrases now.